Hey everybody, it's me, Briggsel, or as people in my real life know me as Alex, whatever. Um, this video is going to be in two different places. It's going to be on YouTube, obviously, and it's also going to be on my blog because I kind of don't really do anything on my blog anymore. I write on it occasionally, and I don't think it's good enough just to write on. So I'm going to include this little bit of a vlog in the blog, which kind of makes no sense, but whatever. So hello all the people who read my blog, hello all the YouTube people who watch these videos. I need to explain stuff in this video, so if you don't care, then obviously probably not the best video to watch, but if you do care in any kind of way, or if you're interested in me and what I'm doing at the moment, then stay tuned. Right, let's start from the beginning. A few months ago, I went to the doctors and I decided that enough was enough. Basically, about my weight, I'd had enough of feeling heavy and unhealthy, and I asked the question, which hopefully will have started hopefully the best time that I can possibly imagine for my life. I asked the question, what can I do about my weight? Now most people will think, well, why don't you just go on a diet, or why don't you just exercise? Well, I have an issue with diet in general. I find that I have very little kind of willpower when it comes to eating, and I'm quite picky when it comes to eating as well. And I'm kind of set in stone with almost certain aspects of my eating, which is, it's not good. It's not good for me because I eat the wrong things and I eat too much of things. So, and if I don't do any exercise on top of that, then obviously I am fat. That's the whole reason I am fat, is because I eat too much and I eat too much of the wrong stuff. So let's just put that to one side for a second. Let's move on to the second aspect of what I'm trying to talk about. I recently, probably about 8 weeks ago, I started seeing a personal trainer once a week for the first 6 weeks, and it was purely just to get me moving, to kind of adapt my body into doing exercise on a regular basis. 2 weeks ago, we decided to move that up to twice a week, which so far has worked out really well. I'm suffering at the moment with some ailments, but they are muscular because of the exercise and not because of my weight, which is a good thing, because obviously the last thing you want is to feel pain because of how heavy you are, rather than because of the work you're doing to get less heavy, as it is. I'm rambling, but whatever. And with these exercises, and with the talk to the doctor regarding my weight, I was put on the waiting list for surgery, basically gastric surgery of some description, be it a bypass or what was the other one, the band that goes round the stomach. Now, I haven't made a 100% decision on which I want. I want the bypass, probably, is my decision making, and I'm still early days yet before this thing will go through 100%, but I am on the waiting list. They say it's around 6 months, so if I start the clock from 2 weeks ago, it'll be 5 months and 2 weeks, basically. I should get the surgery. So things are looking up in that regard. And with the fact that I'm now exercising more and I'm doing more and I'm feeling kind of healthier, I'm hoping that these blogs and these vlogs will help kind of get my feelings out, because that's one of the things that you need to kind of do. You need a support system which you can rely on to talk to people about and just let your feelings out, rather than have them holding you to ransom, as it were, as it has done in the past. I'm almost certain that is true. So these vlogs are going to be more regular, and they're going to be more personal rather than more to do with games and such, my internet life as it is. I hope that's not too off-putting to people, and I hope people don't mind that direction. I'm not really doing that for you folks, by the way. I'm doing this for me, so I hope you understand. Anyway, the whole point of this video in particular is because I want to talk to you about a change that's happening to me while I'm losing weight. Now, I'm having muscle issues with my arms because of exercising quite heavily over the last week, namely Wednesday and Friday last week. And I'm starting to notice physical changes over the last 2 days, purely from the muscles in my arm. Now, I'm not going to get my guns out, these beasts, but I'll try and explain. Now, I'm having bicep issues, and I'm having elbow and forearm muscle issues, which is just from the strain of doing upper body exercises, and they are painful as hell, and they don't seem to want to go away, which is fine. I understand that I'm going to have to go through some kind of pain to get to where I want to be, but I'm also noticing physical change, actual visual changes in my arms, the way that the muscle is kind of shifting position and kind of changing the way that my arms look. Because before, my arms would just look, like a, if I show you here, I mean, you can't see much at all. I said I wouldn't get my guns out, but I've got my guns out. I mean, this feels, it feels firmer and stronger, and I have a sense that I actually have muscle there that I can eventually use once it stops hurting and kind of shifts. And I've noticed as well, if you can see here, this line here has started to appear where my muscle is here, and I can feel it, and then here's a little bit of fat that obviously, I mean, before that was just one layer of fat, just from shoulder to forearm. I mean, I've got fat down there, of course, but I actually feel like I've got a bit of muscle tone, which I'm absolutely kind of ecstatic about. I mean, it shows even in my painful stages. I mean, I've got a bandage on the other arm because this one's technically started hurting more recent than the right arm. The right one was hurting from Wednesday, and it's still hurting now, and I bent my arm, and my left one started to hurt even more. Now, this bandage is an elastic bandage, and it's not doing too much. It's just supporting my arm rather than actually helping, stop the pain. But it's really quite not exhilarating as such, but it's kind of it's really good to actually see changes, because I think that's what a lot of people suffer with when they do start to try and lose weight, is that they can't see the changes. You have to rely on other people to actually tell you that you've changed, your body's changed, or your size has changed, or that people come up to you and say, "Oh, you look good, don't you?" and all that sort of stuff, where you normally wouldn't have those kind of responses. So it's good. So that's why this video is this video, because I wanted to tell you about these changes for anyone else who's going through the same sort of thing as I am. Hopefully this may give you a bit of insight. If you do exercise, you will feel better about it. You may not feel better about it straight away. It may take days and weeks to get into better feeling in your body, and it may not be all good to begin with. I mean, I'm certainly not going to say it's all been fantastic, because the pain I'm going through now isn't very pleasant, but because I can notice the changes and I feel the changes, I think the pain is going to be worth it. And I'm also looking forward to this surgery option, which I really like having that option, the option to changed who I am. And although people may say, well, that's the easy option, well, it's not the easy option when you've struggled so long with a weight problem. It seems more like a hopeful option that my life can change for the better. So anyway, if you're from YouTube and you have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, then the blog site is in the description. You can go there and I update it. I used to update it every day, but it's very difficult when you've got a really boring life. But I'd update it at least 2 or 3 times a week. And if you are from the blog site, then if you click this video, you'll probably find that it leads to my YouTube, and you can see what I actually do when I play games and stuff, which I actually haven't done much of recently. So the only thing I've done much of is play Temple of Elemental Evil for hours on end. So if you like that game, then let me know. I might, whatever. Anyway, I'm recording this late, so I'm knackered and I'm going to bed now, because I need to hopefully find these arms some rest. And see you soon, hopefully. Ciao. Ciao bella. Ciao bella.